Hi there, Andor Gyulai here from Volleyball1on1. I'm the owner and founder. I wanted to knock out a quick video for Shelly out of Texas. She ran a camp with us this summer, but it was unfortunate. Right before we got there, she actually moved up to a better high school, a larger high school, and got a promotion kind of. So we ended up working with a different group of kids, and then she moved to this new school. But what was fortunate was we got an opportunity to share some of our coaching ideas and coaching philosophies with her, which we're going to see how she applied some of that today with this team. We're the team. The team we helped was the team in the black and orange here on the left-hand side, and then the white team is the opponents, I believe. So let's watch this. Always love starting the day with some Thunderstrike. Song never gets old. Okay, that's a good kill by the opponent. Now, one of the things I want to do in this video review is an exercise that I do and I teach the coaches. And we do this game which we call earned versus unearned points. And in it, we review how many points are actual points that we earned or the opponent earned versus unearned points, points that we didn't earn. Now, earned point can be one of three things normally. It's an ace, a kill, or a block. And then an unearned point is basically a service error, a hitting error, a passing error, and an other error. Now, an other error might be like a bad set, like a double set. So you can see right now the opponents are up 1-0 and they got a kill. Okay, very good. So let's keep watching. Now, I've only seen this tape once so far, so it was kind of like a quick review, kind of give me an idea of the team. But I haven't seen a lot of this video, so let's see what we pick up here. I like the passing lines. Notice how there's a nice, great straight passing line. Area 5 is much better. So this is towards the end of season. So obviously these are the things that we picked up, but that looks really good. Serve-receive rotation. Nice pass. Really nice pass. Oh, okay. Okay, so that would be a kill for us, and that would be an earned point. Okay. Some things I'm noticing on this. Let me try and review this slowly. Shelly, what I would be focused on is notice that setter is over here, and look at the distance between the two. So what's happening is the setter is having to push this ball out, and then the ball comes there. Because basically the middle should be coming in kind of a straight line on this set. I want an up and down set, which is much more easier to hit as it allows me to hit the corners. Does that make sense? Whereas the set that we have here, because it's being shot out, we don't have that same flexibility. So I would talk to this middle about adjusting her approach a little bit and coming in a straight line, and the setter setting it up and down. Another thing I'm noticing is watch this hitter's shoulders. Her shoulders are not open. See how her shoulders are almost parallel to the net, and she's facing straight into the middle blocker. Her shoulders should be open into area 4-5 over here, and she can bounce this ball, or she can turn her shoulders and hit that ball. Okay, got a lucky play, got a kill. Okay, score is 1-all, both on 2 kills, so 1 kill each. Now, I'd like to see some jump float serve, Shelly. I know maybe it's a little late in the season. Oh, there's an ace. There you go. Okay, speaks too soon. Okay, but so scores 2-1, 2 earned points, 1 kill, 1 ace, and 1 kill for the opponents. But I think you would have a little bit more success if you still get a jump serve. So let's try and get that in there. Nice 3-man blocker. Okay, so that's a kill to the opponents. On a high 2-ball set like that, if you got the players, I'll always want a 3-man blocker up on that, and that's just obvious. So good job, Shelly. Good coaching. Good playing, ladies. One thing I would be conscious of here is notice, Shelly, it looks like your passing Libra is a little bit blinded by her own players. I'm not really sure right now. I don't have a clear line because I'm not staring behind. But notice how these girls are bunched up in front of her. These girls, if you choose, could be slightly more here to the right or left. So make sure you teach your libero to actually talk to them about not being in the way, and so that she's got a clear line of sight over here to the server. I'm not sure if she does, but something to consider. Okay, let's see it. Nice pass. Cool, okay. That was a little interesting. Let's rewind that for a second. Okay, so what happens here is the hitter is on a first step. So notice she's on her first step as the ball hits the setter's hands. But because the set is in, the pass was inside towards the middle, she should actually be on her second step right now. So as a result, she's a little late. She's on her first step, not on her second step. It's a good fast set. And she doesn't quite get there in time, and she doesn't get her feet all the way to the target. So I would consider being on a second step on this and then getting your feet a little bit more target because of it. Okay. So that is 3-2, and the opponents have 3 kills, 0 errors. Okay, so that's an interesting thing there. Now notice this hitter is all angle, okay? And they always hit angle. And, you know, it's like one of those frustrating things for me because there's a lot of line here. Watch this. So this is not a bad set. It's all the way out, it looks like. Okay, it's close to the antenna. But because this hitter is coming in at an angle like this, what can they only hit? You know, they don't have a lot of range, so they can only hit angle. So, Shelley, one of the things I would do is I'd talk to your hitters about adjusting their approach to set up their hits. So basically what I would be doing is talking to her about coming in a straight line approach, almost from inside the court. So she runs almost straight down the line on the inside of the line, which will set her up to have this gigantic hole right here and hit the line shot. Also, you'll notice, look where the setter is. They're at around the 12 to 15 foot line on the court. So what this means is any ball high is going to tag her in the head or go down for a kill. So you've got a lot of space over here on the court. Notice all this space here. Okay, so I would really be focused on having her adjust her approach. I think that would help her in terms of her attack. Okay, let's keep watching. Okay, so that's a point to the opponent. The score is now 4-2, and that's a hitting error. Okay, so Shelly, your team has 1 kill, 1 hitting error, and 1 ace. So 2 earned points, 1 unearned point. And 1 error. Okay, so that's a kill. So that makes it 3-4. Like, see some more jump float serves. Next year when we work with you, we've got to work with all these girls and their jump float serve. Okay, nice jump float serve. Oh, ace! How about that? Okay, that's nice to see. Did you notice it wasn't a super fancy serve, but just because it comes at a different angle, it's not as predictable. It's a little bit, you're going to score more points. So we got to try and get these girls jump float serving if we can. Wow, 2 aces, nice. So right now, Shelley, what's interesting for me is going back to our culture. So we have a very specific culture of what we're trying to teach. We want to serve tough and end. Going back to Dr. Gil Fellingham studying on men's volleyball, what's the worst things you can do in men's volleyball is miss your serve, lollipop serve, semi-lollipop serve. Number 4 is hitting error. We've earned 3 points out of our 4 points on aces, and we've had 0 service errors. So I really like that. However, we've had 2 kills and 1 hitting error, which is not great. Our opponents have 0 aces and 3 kills. Another great serve. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where are you passing that? Now this is something that I'm not sure if you got planned, but I seem to see this. Like, it almost seems as if she is trying to pull this ball back for the libero or the person in position 5 to set it. I think we should be really focused on, I haven't seen this middle set, but this middle should be able to turn around and bump set that ball. Remember, going back to our culture, the second and fifth best thing you can do in women's volleyball, the second best thing is a set 3 to 5 feet off the net. The fifth best thing is a set 5 to 8 feet off the net. So all of our team players can set, and for setting I would say bump setting. So I don't know how this player is, but I would want to see her bump setting a nice ball. Because she passes this off the net, it becomes a very difficult ball to bump set plus hit. See, she should get a big hittable ball on that. That's a great dink. Instead we got this bad shot. Not good. So we got to fight every single play to get good hittable balls for us, Shelly. Now notice they got a nice hittable ball. They got a dig and they got a nice hittable ball out on the outside. Okay, so we're now scrambling. Okay, now this is also frustrating for me. It looks like, is that the libero? No, it's not the libero. Okay, but still, look where they're passing this free ball to. They passed it high and to the middle to the libero. So what I would do is I'd consider in my 6-on-6 plays throwing balls over to your own team and having them push the ball over the net and make it tough. So push it to anywhere short front, take out the middle, take out the outsides, push it to a deep area 1, take out the setter, but don't give them a high ball in the middle that the libero can pass like this with ease in their hands, because you're just going to get owned. Okay, like this is it again. Look, that's a nice high ball pass. Why is she running out of the back row to set this? This should be an easy ball, in my opinion, for this middle to come in. Look, her shoulders are already almost square. Square up her shoulders and set outside. Just because of the mere angle, the outside hitter doesn't get a good swing at that. Okay, because of the angle of the set, or at least how they're reading it. The other thing that's interesting is, again, outside hitters. Look where this middle, the setter is setting, and you guys are going all angle. Set up your approach. Okay, run down the line and hit the ball line. Again, you guys are only hitting angle. Oh, that's a block. Okay, so that's a point to the opponent. So right now the score is 5-4. The opponents have 3 kills and 1 block, and we have 3 aces, 2 kills and 1 hitting error. Okay, let's keep watching. Nice passing. Nice kill. Okay, so score is 5-all, and that's a kill. So we've got 3 kills, 1 hitting error. Not bad. I like this. 3 aces. So it should be 6. So that is 6-5. Okay, nice high sit. Oh, okay. Okay, bad luck. That's a hitting error. So the score is now 6-all. Okay. I think on that it looked like you again have your shoulders square middle. You're not opening up your hips for power, and then turning in either direction, aiming for area 1 or area 5. Nice passing. Okay, again, notice how the body is coming in straight. Let me try and zoom that in. Okay, notice how everything is all straight, and look at how tight you are to the net. Okay, you've got no power, so I would, Shelly, think about putting a line on the ground over there and have her jump over the line to go in and attack. Okay, she keeps getting herself tight, and then notice how her shoulders are facing straight. Her shoulders need to be facing this area over here. So have her shoulders opened up and hips open to the setter facing area 4, 5, and then she can turn back to hit to area 1. Okay. Again, she's too tight, and because her hips are open, she just keeps hitting seam, and there's a block right there in the middle every single time. Okay, so that's another point. So the score is 7-6 to the opponents. Okay, they've got 2 blocks, 3 kills, and we've got 2 hitting areas, 3 aces, 3 kills. Okay, another hitting area. So that's an interesting thing for me right now, if you look at that. Okay, so we've got 3 kills and 3 hitting areas. And so basically, of their 7 points right now, or maybe that's 8 points, 3 of them are because of our mistakes. So I don't like that. I think that's a pretty high percentage. We're talking about 35%, maybe a little higher, close to 40% of their points are because of us just being careless. Now, watch this. Now, this is kind of like what I want to play. Now, this is playing the odds. Now for me, if in women's volleyball, I think the opponents kill the ball on average, let's say 25 to 35% of the time. So if you give them a free ball like this ball here, only 25 to 35% of the time do they kill it. That means that 65 to 75% of the time, they're going to give the ball back to you as a free ball, or they're going to make a mistake. Okay, now if you went to Vegas and bet on those odds, you would be a billionaire. Okay, but I think a lot of women don't understand that. Now, notice we made 2 hitting areas previous to this. On this play, we gave them a nice, easy free ball. Okay, and they make a hitting area. So we didn't have to do anything fancy, okay, to earn our point. Okay, we just had to give them the ball and let them make that mistake, and then we got a point off the block there. But it was nothing fancy. Actually, that was straight in the net, so it wasn't a block. It was just a hitting area. Okay. Nice jump float serve. Again, another free ball. So I think there's a real problem with how you're picking up free balls, Shelly. So I would focus on free ball with transition setting, or digs with transition setting. So in your 6-on-6, I don't think you're effectively right now scoring points after you dig a ball up. So I would work a lot on bounce balls, where you then have somebody else come in and set it after and take the setter out and see what happens. Because this is happening a lot right now. Nice defense. Great play, ladies. So did you notice you can only hit angle? I've never seen one of your outsides hit the line yet. Oh, nice kill. Lucky break. The ball was out. Nice play, ladies. Okay, so that's 8 all. Nice kill. Okay, bad luck. Service error. And that's 9-8. Great pass. So Shelley, there's definitely some stuff going on with your middles and how they're connecting. I think your setters are setting them all too tight, and your middles are not jumping from far enough back, and also their hips are not open to generally contact. They're all hitting the ball into the seam. So have them open up their hips and face the area 4, 5, and they hit into area 5, and then pull their body across to hit into area 1. Call me if you have questions on that. So that's 10 to 8, and that's a kill.
Let's go, ladies! Pick it up!
Service error, 10 to 9. Hitting error, 10 to 10. Kill, 11 to 10. Nice defense. This is really good rallies. It's nice to see. That's a kill. So scores 11 all. Nice defense, good transitioning. I think we just got to work on what we're doing out of these plays. If you look, Shelley, in the manual under hitting and volleyball skills and player handouts, there's a section on teaching your hitters to be smart on the outside and how to take the trash out, I like to say. And basically the things that we want to focus on is, one, know the defense. So right now the defense is basically the setter is up slightly. It's almost a rotation defense with the middle back going slightly behind into area 1 on the outside. So that means you either have a nice deep line open or deep middle 6. And you also have a pretty big sizable donut right in the middle. I'm yet to see any of your outsides do a roll shot or a tip shot, number 1. Number 2, hit it off the block. Okay, that's fine. We're seeing a little bit of that. Number 3, hit the corners. There's no hitting of the corners. No one in your teams hit the deep line area 1 or the deep area 5. Number 4, take out their middle. Okay, no shots where they take out their middle in a tough play. Number 6, take out their outsides. Okay, all the hits are into the deep corners. We're not hitting it sharply enough to take out the outside. And then number 7, set up our block. So I want you to work with your players on being a little bit smarter. Like, I'm not seeing a lot of like shot variety when they're going up to attack, and I think this will help your offense a lot. Okay, we're at 23 minutes, so I'll wrap up this video shortly. It's a big hit. That's a passing error. Nice play. There you go. That's our first shot, and it went down right away. Very, very nice. That was great to see. I think I want to see more of that, especially at this level. 1 in 3 times if we can shoot, I think that'd be very effective. Nice defense. Get a swing on that. Get a swing. Oh.
Get up, let's go.
So the score right now I have is 14-12.
Break it, ladies.
It's a passing error, and that's an ace. That's a block. Maybe that was a passing error on that last one and an ace, actually. Okay. Okay, so Shelly, let's quickly wrap up here. So I've got 16-12 at this stage. We had 1 service error and 3 aces. I really like that stat there. That's very, very good. Notice when you serve tough, you guys are winning, and it was very tough for them to beat you. They had 2 aces and 1 service error. That's not too bad. Hitting errors. This is the thing where I think I'm most concerned about. You guys had 6 kills and 3 hitting errors. I think that's too high. Your opponents had 6 kills, 2 hitting errors. You know, a little bit better than you. Blocks. Okay, they had 3 blocks. You guys had 0. Passing errors, it was 3-3. I think for me, the biggest thing that I'm not seeing is more shot selection from your hitters. I think they can be a little bit smarter. So what I would do is I would do the hitter versus hitter drill and have them stack up against each other and start like seeing what they do, and then teaching them to be a little bit smarter when they're attacking. I would focus on your outsides coming in on a straighter line approach. So setting up their attack down the line with a straight approach. I'd work on your middles, running twos that are a little bit more up and down and off the net. Also opening up their hips a little bit more so they can swing at the ball and they can swing to area 1 and 5 versus hitting the seam. I think your passing, you know, you had a few passing errors, but I think overall it's pretty good versus other people that I've seen. I think your setting's pretty good. I like the location. Your blocks, I don't really see anything massively wrong there in terms of it. So those are like some of my initial thoughts. I think overall it's a pretty good looking group. A lot of potential. I like the defense. I like the serve receive. I think just your attacking can be a lot better. So let me know if you got questions. I'm going to try and do another video in a second on this and then build on this. Okay, talk soon. And ladies, I know you may be meeting me and hearing me for the first time. I hope I'm not too harsh on you. You know, but I'm pretty much brutally honest in terms of what I'm saying when giving critique. But overall, I think you guys are pretty good, relatively speaking. I've seen a lot of teams, and you guys do a lot of really good things.